Kneel before ZOHD!
Drift before ZOHD! Alright, hi, Tim the Plane Man here, and welcome to Plane Time ZOHD Drift Edition. So what we're going to do here is a quick unboxing of the ZOHD Drift kit. It's the, you can see it on the side of the box here, it's the full FPV version of the kit. If everything goes well, then I should have almost everything I need in here to build a complete FPV glider. And I've just tried putting the, you might see my video online, I've done an FPV on a Bixler, but it's a really basic rig. This is, I'm going to hopefully supercharge my efforts to get into FPV. I find it quite exciting. It was so much fun flying the Bixler with the FPV with the goggles. So let me see if I can learn something about how to fly FPV with this little bird. I did the research, looked around, figured out that, you know, this one seems like the best one to go for from a, it says it right here, ideal for beginners, and I'm assuming that means beginners FPV. So hopefully that will be that. So let's go for it. The first thing I noticed, honestly, when I looked at this is I was surprised at the size. I thought this was going to be a lot bigger, and you know, it's really not. I know that it will come out much larger once it's assembled. Go. All right, that's that. What else have we got? Oh yes, this comes up here. There we go. That slides out. We've got a nice view of it over here, so that's not bad. It's got a little handle here. Let's see. One thing to note, I've heard other people comment on, it's just shipped in the box. There is no additional box around it. It's not damaged at all. It's actually, you know, as you can see, you know, maybe a crease here and there, but no dings, no bangs. No, nothing. And another interesting thing about this, I don't know, I find it interesting, maybe you won't find it interesting, but I find it interesting. It shipped from Shanghai on Friday, and it's Monday today. Now, it took them 3 weeks to process it in China from when I organized it to when it actually shipped. But once it's shipped, you know, a blink of an eye, and here it is. So, let's see what we've got. We've got the obligatory marketing material, information about some of the other models these guys have, Sonic model and ZOHD. Seen a lot of those online, decided that this is the plane for me. Here's our user guide, 1 page, how to put everything in together. I'll be following Andrew Newton's setup video for sure. What we've got here is tailplane and our 3S prop, I believe, 4S prop, I believe. And then this is the fuselage. So let's see about this guy. Here's the fuselage. It's a very nice piece of equipment, as everybody has raved about online. Really nicely put together. As you can see in here, there's the positioning for all of the components. There's an arrow pointing to the front, motor pre-installed, all wired up, and these magnets to keep these things in, all the wires here ready for plugging everything together, and a nice little socket at the front for FPV camera. So oh yeah, and let's see, oh, the bottom comes off too, I think. I don't need to do that for now, so I won't. Next, what we have is hopefully actually, I'll leave that as the little gift for the last piece, because this is the full FPV, so that should be a package of electronics that comes out of the box to put in there. There's our other prop. Here's our tailplane, which famously, well, I don't. Let's try that. Several of the reviewers that I've seen online when they've tried to install the tailplane have said that the little click-in attachment at the end of the fuselage, that the tail plane ends up crooked. So let's see how that goes in there. So that sort of slides in and clicks into place somehow. Not sure exactly, I don't want to break anything. Oh, there it is, that screws in. Well, now, whatever happened with others, my tail plane is lined up absolutely perfectly. So no problem with that. I was not looking forward to that because I'd seen people having to, you know, melt it out and cut it out and trying to do some things. I guess maybe they fixed the problem. That tail plane lines up. It's perfectly straight down the die from the motor. So wonderful. No problem there. We've got our obligatory stickers and the thumb screws and bracing. I'll figure out from the manual. More stickers, we shall see. I'll probably make good use of those. I like the idea of, and I might put something else on. I feel like black isn't quite good enough. I'm going to want some color because white on the sky is maybe not going to give me the kind of view that I need. So here we have a wing, and this is where packed up amazingly well in this box. Now we start to see how this plane becomes a reasonable sized plane. And here we go, that slides in there, that slots in there, and I'm not going to force it for now. But that's our wing. As you can see, servo's pre-installed. There's this fancy little servo connector here, I think, that should clip in and connect the servo to the main set of controls in there. I don't want to force it, so I'm going to leave that for now. After the unboxing, and here's our other wing, and I'll just put the box aside while we focus on the package of electronics, because this is one of the things that made this, to me, like, this was the lock it in deal. This was the reason why this was the package for me. Not interested in wings. I do want to fly a real plane. I'm looking forward to something that I can get right up in the sky and take some interesting footage and that kind of thing, but I want a real plane with wings and an elevator and a rudder, and so the ZOHD with this package just seemed like the nice way to the way to go. And let's have a look at what we've got with our package of goodies here. We have what we have here. This is a VC400. And it's a camera. So this is the FPV camera. I'm thinking that that's probably going to go in the front. Let's open the plastic here. Careful not to scratch anything. Not that I'm worried about having to return it. That's not going to happen, and I'm not going to get it back anyway. But here we go. Here's our FPV camera. It's a VC400 piggyback series, all-in-one FPV solution. And here we go. I'm not going to open it up now, but there's the camera itself with the built-in transmitter and the antenna, all good to go. So that will, I'm fairly sure, I'm not so sure. I think it will go in the front of the plane here. So that's the first part. That's really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to getting some video and to flying the plane using my DM800, what is it? EV800DM eSheen goggles that I have, that I'm going to use with this. So I already have the goggles. You've seen it on my other video, the FPV Bixler video, and I will use the same equipment with this. So here we have the complete package, the ZOHD Kopilot, and here we have everything nicely organized. Here we have the actual Kopilot itself. We have the little controller. We'll watch this on Andrew Newton's video. This is what you use to set it up, and then you don't include that in the plane when after you're flying. And here's the built-in GPS that comes with it. So it looks like there's some war underneath this nice little cover here. Let's see what else we have inside here. We have all the goodies we need to plug it in together. Oh, and another very nice little ZOHD sticker. This is the special double-sided tape for plugging that or connecting that onto the plane. Which way up does that go? I think it goes this way. So probably just like that, and that will tap in nicely in here. That's basically, you've got little holes for screwing that in, so that should be fine. The GPS will go in here, sit on top of the plane, and here's our connector, I believe, for connecting the GPS and the power, I'm guessing, and the camera. So there should be, I think there probably should be three sets of wires here. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors. Oh, 6. So there we go, 6 connectors. So that's going to be 3 wires for connecting everything together. So there we have it. There we have my brand new ZOHD Drift FPV edition that I'm going to be trying out in the next little while, and then hopefully getting out into the wilderness a little bit to get a little bit of landscape photography, landscape video, and if all goes well. So thanks for joining me. This has been Tim the Plane Man. Thanks for joining me on Plane Time. Please like, subscribe. There will be more to come, definitely on the FPV side of things, as well as my plane building activities, and I'd love for you to join me, so please welcome along. So that's me for now. Tim the Plane Man, over and out.